Smooch.
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. I am here. Something very fun that happened. While we were offline, we hit our goal of 875 followers, which is exciting. So we have now started our goal of 900. Now, how doable it is, I'm not too sure. But if I could hit 900 by the end of this week, not the end of this week, the end of in 2 weeks' time. I think it's possible. I think if I tried, it's possible, right? But hi, Pebbles, and thank you again, Pebbles, for 21 months. That is fantastic of you. I appreciate the support. Oh, I have an announcement. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry to derail. I've just received... blah, blah. Hi, Fubar. Hi, Mike. Apologies. I always receive messages of importance at the worst fucking time. Sunday the 22nd. Oh, do I have that? I know that exact feeling. It's it's a big pain. Now, can I search? I can. Da, 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 da. 22nd of June. Okay, that is still doable. Okay. Okay, sorry. Apologies. That is very unprofessional of me. I am so sorry. One time I got a DOD alert while I was at Eurofurence. What is a DOD? I don't know what this term is. Cease and desist? Oh, Department of Defense. Oh, fuck. That would do it. But hello, everybody. Hello, hi. I'm here now. Here properly. I hope you're all well. It is good to see you. It is good to have you here. Oh, you know what would have been smart? Opening up some Google. Some Google documentation. So today we will be doing some more of the story prompts. You know, that thing that I'm really into at the moment. Yeah, we're doing more of those. However, this time I'm going to keep them a little themed. Themed around the writing that I already have. So it will be a themed, vague prompt sort of thing. You know what I mean? I'll be basing it on the fantasy writing that I've been doing. So it'll be, because my brain's a little bit mushy. I always do Keto streams at the wrong time. I do them at the end of the week when I really ought to do them at the beginning when I have rest. Not that I get rest ever, but you know what I mean. Unless you get a helicopter to me, I'm not coming. That's a very valid response. But yeah, the writing the prompts, but using pre-existing lore is a lot easier. Less thinking, different kind of thinking, because it is fitting the work that I get writing needs to fit thematically into what I already have, and that can be difficult. You know, maybe it can be difficult. Sometimes it's easy, super easy. It all depends on, you know, what I am presented with. So let me hop on over to the ratings page. Wowee! As you see, we have our new follow goal of 900. We hit 875 off stream. Hello. Oh my gosh! Hi, Mox. Thank you. Look at this. We got a new message. We have, dear sir, you are adorable. Oh, that's 4. Whoops. Cute even. My goodness. Now we got the __ Mox. Thank you, Mox. Congratulations. Although I understand this is cut off. Down. Hold on. Can I make this smaller? There you go. There you are. Perfect. You remembered the underscores? I never forget your underscores, Marks. Your underscores are important to me. But hello, Marks. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for leaving a message on the stream. That is now going to be seen in every header. I hope. What I'm going to do, just Control C that, because we're going over this way. There we go. Control V. You must be visible. So yeah, today we're doing some story prompts. Let me grab the thingy. A big heavy box, but good fun. And hi, Mike, and hello, Mox. Every header, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Yeah, you get, and that is irreplaceable for this stream. That is the one message of the stream. Congratulations. Gadoo, babow. So we have this lovely little box here. This box, very good, very fun. Oh good, I can rest it against my keyboard without exploding everything. So this is the story engine. Hi, Dust. Thank you. I shall do that. And as always, I'm going to show you all. Oh yeah, they have a May the 4th sale. That's pretty cool. Let me just take this little sit. I need to get a bigger desk, is what I need to do. I am so limited with my space here. So this is the story engine deck. I've shown this off a few times. And yeah, they have these cute little cool. Oh, it's 10% off. Oh no. And I'm still considering some things. I'm still considering, where is it? Where's the bundle? This one, the Alpha and Omega bundle. I'm considering it still. It's now 10% off. It's now 10% off. Which is important. That's an important thing to consider. Hi, Viri. Hello, darling. Hello. But this is the box. Are you the Alpha or the Omega? I am the Theta. I am the Theta. I am the separate. So this is the box I have. However, I know Kale is looking into this, so I'm thinking of buying this bundle, sending this one to Kale. Alfred and Maggie, you say? We'll watch it, Viri. We will watch it together at some point. You cannot escape. You cannot escape. There is very little stopping me from doing this right now. There is very little stopping me, other than, like, quite the price. So, but we're not here to shell that. Also, this is just a little note. I'm not sponsored. I have reached out to them. I have reached out to the Story Engine deck just to say that I've been using it on stream, and just to say, hi, hey, look, I really enjoy this. Just saying. Maybe they could do something. I don't know. But today we're using the box Story Engine for some little prompts. These will be written in this the fantasy world of mine. I'm only going to do a couple today. This is as always. I say this at the beginning of all these streams. Kita streams will always be shorter. They will be quieter. I will talk less. We are here to relax. We are here to have some cozy writing together. And if you want to write alongside, please do. If you're here just to relax, that's more than fine. So, let me just... I have so little space. Let me... Also, just some admin note while I'm setting this up. There are 2 new redeems. Both of them have an hour timer, I think, or a 45-minute timer. They are a sharing an old writing redeem and a book redeem, asking what I'm reading. My eyes have finally adjusted to the luminous dock. Liz, I wish I had. Look, it could be so much worse. It could just be that. It could just be that, but I hate that. I hate that. I could make it black. There you go. Perfect. That one's objectively worse. Just cream. There's nothing wrong with a good cream. This is also good on the eyes. This is a good color for your eyes to be looking at. So yes, we have these beautiful cards. Hi, Avon. God, it is so hot. I am melting already. Oh my gosh, a very rare Keitha quote. That's kind of crazy. That does not happen often. Thank you, Dust. And hi, Avon. I hope you are well. Oh, this is a fantastic start. This is a fantastic start. This card? I mean, I'm looking at this one right there. Yes. I want a god. Of course, like I did last time, feel free to write alongside these prompts if you want. So we have a god who wants to save the world or wants to save a life. Alright, well, I'll put it as the world first. You love a good bit of cream. Uh-huh. Noted. We have... Ooh, okay. A little more abstract here. Wants to save a life. Actually, I'm gonna do this with a word. Played some outside today, visited a friend's base, XP farming with them, and went back to my own base, tried myself a frozen strawberry potion on a stick. Interesting. Never heard of outside. That does not work, so I can discard this one. Okay. But they must face what they have been running from. Oh, I need to shift these over a little bit more. There we go. And just for the fun of it, let's throw an aspect card in. I mean, yeah, that makes sense that we can have an ethereal god. Technically, all gods are ethereal, but this one more so. So we have an ethereal god wants to save a life. I'm going to say with a word. But they must face what they have been running from. Cool. I like this. Very interesting. And again, this is being based on my own writing. This isn't technically from scratch. The prompt is generated fresh, but the world is not. The world has been carefully articulated beforehand. So I get my little typey righty. There we go. And I have a separate thing here. And yes, if you want to ride along, thank you, Dust. That's very handy. There is your prompt. I'm also going to write it here. Oh, let's get... There we go. An ethereal god. They're long titles, but you know, whatever. Wants to save a life with a word, but they must face what they have been running from. There we go. I eagerly await to see if people ride alongside these because they're very fun. So I have quite a bit of things to choose from here. Mostly I need to choose what god I want to write about. Oh, I could choose the Vori. I could choose Vori. The Rift. The Rift is fun. Oh, well, there we go. Get some organization here. So, yes. Okay, so I think I'm going to take it from the Rift. Well, Vori. This will be easy. I can't write. I'll just listen and watch. Well, Mike, as the teacher, I must correct you. Anyone can write. If you don't enjoy it, that's obviously very separate. But never say you can't. Every writing is good because it creates something new, and that's fantastic. Okay. Can I... There we go. And also your human soul or whatever. I mean, it's not so much the soul. It's the imagination comes from hallucinations of the brain, which is electrical impulse. So technically it's not the soul. Also, they might not have a human soul. It could be an animal soul. Or they could be soulless. Who knows? Hi, Pascal. Hello. I am scary, therefore I am a boo cow. You're adorable. You are very cute. Oh, wow. Very scary, though. Very scary, it is true. One moment. Hello. Just something being returned to me. Anyway. God damn it, my train of thought. I needed that. Oh, I needed that, now it's gone. One moment. Whenever you're in doubt, just take a sippy. Okay. But no, I hope you're well, Pascal. I always forget this. I always forget that last little bit. It's the I need to set up some way of turning this off automatically. I'll figure it out. But there we go. Okay, sure. It's not quite what I wanted, Google, but I'll take it if that's what you want. Anyone else want to pet the professor? Marks, you stay in your seat and pay attention. I will get the cane. You want to pet the professor? That's a new one. Most people say they want to kiss the professor. You're not gonna get extra credit. He hurt me. Stop talking in the back of the class, or I will move you to the front. Oh, messages cease. Listen to you all. Oh. If you get an A on the assignment, he'll let you hug him. If I deem it appropriate, a hug is a very viable reward for a job well done. If that's what incentivizes people to work hard, then so be it. I suppose I will hug you all. Hello. JDC writes RPG. Welcome into the den. I appreciate it. Fellow Story Engine user always gets a follow. Ah, excellent. Well, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate it. My name is Kita. It is good to meet you. And yeah, we're doing some story prompt decks. And I am eagerly eyeing up the other decks. I'm thinking, I'm looking respectfully. I hope you're well. I'm doing these prompt writings based on some fantasy writing I already have. And this is our prompt. That is a double space. There we go. Oh, look at that. The amount of difference one space can make. I'm taking so many notes. It's difficult, Vera, because I must not be biased. But you do get extra credit regardless. Professor, Very's cheating on the exam by being gay with you. Yes. True. I will have to have a very long, stern talk with Very at the end. At the end of this lecture. The other decks are excellent for what they do. I back them all because I do a bunch of tabletop RPG that need lore and world building fairly routinely. But for narrative fiction, I don't use them as much. That's very fair. I'm really looking at getting the other decks. I just bought the first deck, the Story Engine, just the base one. I'm looking at the Alpha and Omega deck now for just getting all of it because I love them so much. I do a lot of world building for my writing, for my novels and things like that. And I find these sort of prompts are really fun for kicking my brain into gear, you know, doing some practice writing. And like getting these anchor cards, these objects, these items are really fun for making like artifacts or things like that. And like I can follow the rules, I can make them up as I go. That's the fun of these prompts. They're so open. You want to be real dumb and say something bad? I will scold you. I will scold you. Oh, no. It was his, not hidden. Do I have the solution for all your problems regarding writing? A way to do it 50 times faster? Chat. Okay. Pascal, you are in detention. Congratulations. Pouring the amount of water that wastes on you. Sopping wet cow. Pascal, I'm rewriting you. Oh, wow. Whoa. Imagine being rewritten. Is subservience the right word there? I think so. Good afternoon. How focused are you? Getting into the focused zone, but struggling. So a little focused. And hi, Annie. Welcome on in. Welcome to the class. Ah, well, okay. Woo! New redeem. Let me go get it. Hold on, I can show you. I can show you what I'm reading, because I have the camera on today. Oh, give me one moment. I should have prepped this beforehand. But I forgot. Since you didn't say you were super focused? Yeah, well, I appreciate that. That is very kind of you to check. Okay, hello. So, currently I'm reading a book called The Lies We Sing to the Sea. It has a wonderful cover. Look at this. It's by Sarah Underwood. Fun fact, I know this author personally. I won't say why or how because, you know, let's leave some mystery to the person behind the camera. Why do I feel like I know that author? I mean, not that I'm going to say how you know your peoples, but I would be very surprised if you knew this author. This is her first book. I also got to meet them again at their book signing. This is an original copy. I have met a lot of authors. I have a lot of signed books. So this is based on The Odyssey by Homer. This is a love letter to that sort of era of mythology. The back simply states, her life to appease a god, his life to save a kingdom, her lies to destroy them all. And let's see. Yeah. It's not my usual read, I will admit. Here you go. Here's a little more in-depth for you. In the cursed kingdom of Ithaca, each summer brings the hanging of 12 maidens, a gift to the vengeful Poseidon. For 17 years, Leto has escaped the curse's mark, until now. But death does not claim Leto. Instead, she wakes on a mysterious island, greeted by the immortal Melantho. She tells Leto of Ithaca's sacrifices are the legacy of the great Odysseus. payment for the lives of Queen Penelope's 12 maids cast into the ocean centuries ago. Leto has the chance to break the curse. She just has to kill the Prince of Ithaca. But Prince Matthias also seeks to free his kingdom from the curse. Torn by her growing love for both Melantho and Matthias, Leto must choose a path to follow. By breaking the curse, they will save thousands of lives. But if they fail, then the tides of fate will drown them all. It's I'm about a third of the way through. You see, a little just over a third. And it's not my go-to read. It's a bit of a slow reader for me. Not in a bad way. It's just not my usual genre. That said, it has some amazing points. I've really enjoyed some of the descriptions, and I am a big lover of the Odyssey. I studied it at university, so seeing a love letter to it is very fun. Permission to make a bit of a pun or joke? You may. You very much may. But yeah, Lies We Sing to the Sea. Would recommend. Let's just put you to the side there. I would always recommend a book, even if I'm not a fan of it. Books are super important. You'll lose marks on your final grade if the pun isn't good. Yeah, I'll grade your pun using the old grading system. See, Keita tucks the bookends in to mark the place. Does Ruth dog ear their place? I see where you're going with that. I get it. Very good. But no, that's a cardinal sin. If you dog ear books, I will end you. That's a lie. You may do what you want with your books, but please know it's not good for the books. Please don't do that to your books. Buy a bookmark. They're like cheap as chips. You should read more. You should read more. I will always advocate for reading more. I need to read more. The library book I picked up the other day was dog-eared. It's so unfortunate, but that's very common. Stale tortilla shell. Anything is better than dog-earing. You can use a kobold. Again, anything is better than dog-earing. Even if your bookmark is sentient and yips a lot, that is fine. Okay. Glad I got that out of my system, because that's... yeah. Ugh. Oh... Use a lit match as a bookmark. Okay. You may do that. Just as long as it's not a dog ears. I'll save the other redeem for later. Well, of course. Whenever you wish. I believe the other redeem is a once per stream thing, or it's on a heavy cooldown. I cannot remember what I did. I did this very quickly. I did set them very quickly. fair game for someone else. I mean, anyone is. You are welcome to if you wish to, if you are curious. I do not mind. Ugh. No. Sure. Wow. It's palace? No, it's place. You can tell when I get into the writing. My typing speeds up and I go quiet. This is fun. I've always had this this concept in my head for a bit, actually. Sorry. There you go. It's very cute. Well, thank you. Just love watching you work. Aw. Aw. Very. That is adorable. I appreciate that. Yay. Yay. So this is hold on. There you go. This God, where do I begin with this? There we go. So this is based on... Vori is a bit of a incorrect term for the god. This is the god of the rift. He created everything, you know, but like the whole idea of like the universe itself being sentient. That is what this is. His time, death, the soul, the origin has the faintest. So the gods themselves do not know of the rift. It is timeless, so it becomes lost. The Vori is the vestigial of the rift incarnate. You see what I do there? Like a champion of the god sort of thing. And for the longest time, I've always imagined that one of the main characters is always just slightly surviving things that they ought not to. You know, winning impossible odds, that sort of thing. And I like to imagine it's a little cliche, but like the whole fate, like the idea of fate being fated. I like the concept that it is a god just moving bits of itself in various ways that it believes to be the correct course. And Inigo is the Vori, which would be a major like plot development that I had set in stone, when the main adversaries can combat, you know, the world itself. The concept is terrifying to me, but in an interesting way. The one source I found out of dozens said that cherry picking is valid. Oh. So, there we go. And of course, Inigo is the de facto main character. Of a group of main characters, Inigo was the first one I wrote. So to me, Inigo is the main character, you know? Alright, but that is prompt number 1 done on my end. Let me remove this out of the way for a second. Okay. Oh. You're listening? Well, that's good. There will be questions. New prompt time? It's new prompt time, yeah. I'm just gonna put these cards away as I get the next lot ready and prepared. Really hope the next prompt doesn't speak to me, because I'm really enjoying this one. I hope you can ignore it if you're having fun. May you live as long as you want, and not want for as long as you live, is an Irish toast. Bread cinnamon. Oh, it's a French toast. Alright. Alright, you're staying behind after class. We're going to talk about this. I'm glad you're having fun, Dust. Again, like I said, you can really tell when I get into the writing. And I love this, because again, like, I have this in my head. I have this in my head already, but these prompts are helping me get it out, you know? At this rate, we're just extending class time. Don't make me put a mark on the board. I'll do it. Look, I'll do it. Right, that's it. That's 1 minute after. That's 1 minute after class. That is 1 minute after class that we are staying here. No, our lunchtime. Right? No, I'll have none of that. I'll have none of that. Don't. Right? No, you know what? That's it. That's 2. Hi, Frankie. Hello. Hello. Welcome on in. For this next one, I kind of want to just make an object. Okay, well that's not. Well, okay, hold on. We have a plant, which is handy. Now, I'm just gonna draw like 2 or 3 aspect cards and maybe 1 more anchor card. See what that does for us. The Uncanny Valley implies that at some point there was a reason to be afraid of something that looked human but wasn't. I've always wanted to include that into a D&D session. Yes, this is a concept that I really enjoy. Viri, we've spoken about this as well, I think. Or it might have been with my handler. But yeah, the concept that we had something to that we have evolved to have. Okay, so we have a hardened plant. Oh, I mean, it's got to be rare, right? It's got to be a rare plant, of course. This one's going to be a little more conceptual. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, I can't use either of these very well. So I'm going to reshuffle that. Put that in to there. This one can go at the bottom here. Yeah, I hope you find a way of doing that, Annie, because the concept is very fascinating to me. Because I'm wondering if there is a way I can... Can I work 2 anchor cards into each other? I don't think I can. Oh, well, aha. The shore. So it grows on the shore. Okay, I can get with that. And I'll get 1 more aspect card. And then I can make a little plant. A rare hardened plant. If you tell me it also sings and likes the taste of humans. Okay. Oh. Seymour. I like this. Okay. Okay. So, we have. I can put this away again for the time being. So, we have, for this little experimental prompt, which is something I haven't done too much of yet, we have a rare hardy. It will be hardy, not hardened, but it is a rare hardy plant that is panic inducing. You can see that far. And growing in the shore. A beach plant. Okay. I can work with that. I hope you can see that okay. If not, just let me know. I can move it. So this is going to go into Flora. Thank you, Dust. Also, there we are, Mox. Getting yourself back up into there. Seems good, yeah. Alright, well actually I'm going to keep it in here, and then if I like it, I can move it into the actual story. The planning. Okay, so. A rare. Hardy. Panic-inducing plant. Growing on the shore. Yippee. Seems good. Excellent. Excellent. And there we are. Again, if you want to ride along, please do. This one's not so much a story. This is just me going to be trying to describe a plant. Which, ironically, can be rather difficult. I have to invent a plant that does not exist. Or probably does exist. I'm sure there's panic-inducing plants. Of course there is. We live in a terrifying eldritch nightmare plane known as Earth. Okay, a little sippy. What does the tab say? Story. That is story engine prompts. Story engine prompts. That is these things that we are using. Which is a little box thing, a little deck of cards that I use to prompt some writing. I just have them separated from the rest of the tabs, as this is basically like practice writing. Any plant can be panic-inducing if you eat enough of a poisonous one. Well, the prerequisite of poisonous means it's not technically any plant. No, I understand what you mean. No, actually, I understand what you mean now. Yeah, no, you have a very good point. No. Yeah. I got you. Also, welcome in, Shadow Legion. Good to have you. Any plant is poisonous if you eat enough. Okay. Shore plant. Wow. I mean, if it's growing amongst sand, it's likely a weed. Living near a beach myself, although I live in near a stone beach. But there are small clumps of weeds that can grow through the stones, which is very interesting. So I imagine it would be weed-like. Okay. Shore doesn't have to mean beach. Sure. I know that. But I like beach plants. Beaches are fun. Also, I have a beach in mind. I have... Where is it written? It would be in Andantis. There it is. The silver stretch. The amber stretch, even. A portion of the eastern border of the amber stretch is a sprawling sand beach in Andantis, getting the name from the size, the beautiful colouring the sand gives when the sun is at its peak. On calm days, if you look closely, you could see the end of the grey waters and the very cusp of the void water hugging the horizon. I mean, yeah, let's look up a little shore. Look up a shore. Continue without my address, please, Google. Jesus Christ. The land at the edge of a body of water, such as a sea, lake, or river. Cool. Show me an image of a shore. Wowee, those sure are shores. They sure are. God, look at that picture. Wow. I'm sure this is real. I'm sure this is a real picture. Wowee. I like the I mean, I like the idea of it growing on a beach as well because it would be more hardy. It would be very difficult to grow in a place where salt water is constantly coming over you and like threatening to rip you up, like if it gets stormy. So I feel like that would help with the hardened status of this plant. Like, imagine growing right there. Imagine growing here. And then having to fight this, like, every day. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. And it would be rare. It would be rare, probably, again, due to its hardiness and the fact that most often it doesn't survive. A dull red colored type of weed. Infrequently. Or, actually, not even the amber stretch. I think it would be funnier. In a way, it would be funnier if I put it in... Oh god, trying to find stuff in here is a nightmare. Here we go. Auroch. Well, thank you, Dust. Thank you, Dust. I'm going to stand up and stretch. Oh. This would make it a lot rarer, being from Auroch, because people do not go here for fun. Oh. And I also just have a new name for a beach. Popped into my head. So I'm going to make a note of that real quick. But yes, so this is where it is being based. Up, so you can see. There we go. Don't forget to have a sip. Stay hydrated. It's important. Okay, I like this one. This one will change slightly because Auroch will not have sand so much as craggy rock, like cliff faces and dangerous like outcroppings. So I would imagine that this kind of weed would grow along like the shoreline of this like edge, not cliff edge, but like this is the worst part of all of this, is trying to get into words what is in my brain is remarkably difficult sometimes, because I can see it flawlessly. My words do not. But I will get there. I will get there to some capacity. Is it coral? Is it coral I'm thinking of? This structure. This is what I have in my head. There it is. I knew it was being based on something. This structure is what I'm seeing in my head. That kind of pattern. This, but on like, and not as a coral. It would be. God, it looks like a brain. Whoa, this one looks like a brain. It's kind of cool. Vascular, thank you. Yeah, that vascular pattern. Like how it will grow outwards like that, and then it will go like that, and then coming out and out and out, in a way of like getting the most surface area to cling to. This is what I have in my head. The one you said looks like a brain is literally called brain coral. Yeah, that makes sense. We're super creative when it comes to names sometimes. This pant. Hi, Yoon. Enjoy your luck. Burrito and blanket, can't process brain. I hope you enjoy the stream. Well, I hope you can get cozy and comfy. You rest well. I appreciate you being here all the same. Thick, sludgy sap. Yippee! We love a plant with a defense mechanism. Most plants have in some way been utilized by us. So sometimes it's fun to just think that no, we don't get to. We don't get this joy. Oh, now it needs a name. Here comes the hardest part about all of this, is naming it. Any ideas? Let me check my other names. I have other name things. Kenya, Yaks Grove, Red Vine would have been a good one, but I already have Red Vine. Krill, Clinic, Taro, Miralbat, Zarun Branch. Who would have come across it the most? That is a fantastic question. Viri. You get a gold star because that is a very good question. And your answer is... let's see, it's Auroch, so it would be the Oroka. The Oroka are the ones most likely to have found it first. And they are very brutish, so the name would probably be quite simple. These fellas are just like pigs, basically. Pig people. Boorish, very literally. Yeah, it's they're meaty, they're thick. Brutish behavior. Very dumb of mind. Oh, I forgot about this fact. I forgot that they have some poison. But they speak what's called Hamming tongue. Which, if we just go back to Auroch real quick, or Barundi in general, they are solitary. It's rare for outsiders. That they are welcomed. The people here speak the common tongue alongside their own brutish language. It is one of punched words and spat vowels, often referred to as German. Hamming tongue. It is difficult not to envision anger when spoken to in the tongue. So it would be short. It would be a short name. My brain just immediately thought of a sprat. But that's a thing. A sprat is a fish. G. Call them G. Just in case you didn't know what a sprat was, by the way. A sprat is this fucking thing. Dogs love these things. Dogs love sprats. Dried sprats are great for dogs. They are super salty. I mean, to be fair, I could just call it something similar. Because that's often how this is often how I name things. I just wait until a selection of vowels and consonants and whatever just hop into my head and form a word that I like. Feeding Ruth Sprat. Rubat. I'm calling it Rubat. There you go. Like Zubat, but worse. Alright, I mean that one little more difficult. And again, this is conceptually a little harder because there's less to work with, I think. And I'm also, it's not going to be as long as a prompt story because, well, I mean, there's no, you're just describing one object. And you could do a lot, but, you know, it's funny. It's funny. I'm happy with that for now. I can always I can return to that. I can return to that. So there we go. We have a Rubat. Or Rubot. Oh, I kind of like Rubot more. Yeah. Rubot. Because I can imagine somebody shouting that angrily. Let me just put these back, and then we will do one more, I think. I think I can get one more in him. Come here. And I hope you have enjoyed so far this little experiment. I love these. Again, I adore the story engine deck. I love this. I mean, to be fair, if I just put them sideways for a bit. Alright, we'll go for another standard one, I think, to wrap up on. Because you can get a little more out of them. I'm just enjoying my stupid little ethereal god thing. I hope to read it. I look forward to, if you will allow me to read it. Okay, well, this one's a little difficult, but I've got a gardener. Also, I do need to move this. There we go. If I ever finish it, oh my goodness. A gardener who either wants to deliver justice or wants to betray someone with. Alright, well, I'll just put that one down for now. We can play with it. I don't like that one. That would have been fantastic to get as a concept card. A blade, an arena, a shield, or a fight. I want something a little more abstract, if possible. A prison, a cage, a forgery, or a trap. I did read that as forestry, which is ironic. I put forgery for now. For now. Bah. Ooh. But they must swear loyalty to something or someone they abhor. That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. I can't read very well. Oh. A forgotten gardener. Yeah, I'm gonna pull two. and a fragile forgery. There we go. A little more of an abstract idea. That's not what I was expecting. Okay. Ooh, let's not knock that. That's an important thing to not be knocking. There we go. Wants to portray someone with a blade? Yeah, that's how it usually works. Sometimes. Sometimes. Alrighty. Get my keyboard back. So I do have... You can just see... about here. Right here. There is my second keyboard. But don't worry about that. I don't like typing on this. It's too clunky. This one is nice and soft. Okay, so our next prompt. A forgotten gardener. Do I want to betray or to deliver justice? I think I want to betray. I want to betray. Ooh, hello. A forgotten gardener. Wants to betray someone with a fragile forgery. But they must swear loyalty to something or someone they abhor. Abhor? More like a boreal. Arboretum. Yeah. Yeah. God, this is gonna be a little difficult. I can feel my brain churning. It is trying. It is very, it's trying very hard. Whoa. I have the framework in my brain already. It's just filling that frame with meat. Surprisingly difficult task. Oh, why is there always dust here? Why is there not you, Dust. I mean on my microphone. You're on my microphone, Dust. How do you do this? How do you get all over my microphone? I need to know. Hi, Mike. Okay. Sorry I'm always here. I'm glad you are. You get into places that I don't understand how you get there. Like, you must be so flexible to get into, like, the crevices of my microphone. There is dust on my mic. Yeah. I don't know how you keep managing to get into my mic. That is a very crass joke from me. Anyway, focusing. I'm focusing. I'm so focused. Don't tell me to behave, very. But also very fair. That was rather unlike me. Now that is 2 quotes from me. That's a concerning amount of quotes to be gotten out of me today. That's a lot. That is the first time that I have been quoted, and it's happened twice now. Oh no. I'm being corrupted by my surroundings. This is gonna be a test on my. I want to say not Miramel. I want to say it is. Oh no, my brain. I had them in my brain. Oh, what is the middle month called? What is the middle month? Yudan? I think it's Yudan. Because I was going to say it was Miramel, but Miramel's the first month. It's not Adana, which was my second guess. I know. Palin would have been an acceptable answer. Sanel, Oranus, Venul. Yudan's a winter month. God damn it. I think Palin. Okay, yeah, Palin. Palin's fine. If I had a nickel for every time Kita was quoted, I'd have 2 nickels. It isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Wow. No, desperate to be unburdened. Why would it be weekends, Google? Why would I have wanted to pull it weekends? I'm very greedy when it comes to commas. I need to stop using as many. Commas are like gold. You want a lot. I love gold. Love gold. Commas are cool as well, but I do like gold. So do you have any strong opinions about semicolons? Not really. I don't have opinions on things I don't use. I don't tend to use semicolons. The only time I use them is if I'm winking at somebody in an emoticon. But I don't tend to use I don't even use them in lists. I use colons. Colons are more punchy. See? Exactly. Exactly. I use my entire colon when I eat. You eat with your colon? Damn. Only have a semicolon would make digestion harder. True. Very true. And he friends. Pearson. No. Odorous. Odiferous. That exited him. It did exit him. Me when I'm excited. Me when I'm exited. Oh no, that's even worse. Please don't exit. No, very, stay. Welcome back, Fairy. Hello. Typing so hard. I mean, a little bit. This one's a little difficult. I won't lie, this one's a little harder for me to get into. But, you know, typing all the same. No, not hand, paw. Paws are better. Not a life, but a profession. Poisoner. Yeah, that's not the same. It's not. You can tell. You can tell whether I'm in it or not with the amount, right? I mean, that's... What are we talking? $430 words, right? Like 430, not, you know, amazing. Versus... 715. You could tell which one I had more fun with. But that's the thing, is this is just... this is just practice. Whoa. Oh my god. Hello. Hello. Hi, welcome, welcome. Hi. I said I hugged this deer. Oh my goodness. What a fantastic addition to the story. Hello, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hello, Spiky and Breezer. Oh, you were playing Raft? Welcome and hello. I hope you had fun. My name is Keita. We are an academic deer. We're doing some writing, basing it off. Hold on, let me get the box. The story engine. Mega love this Keita. Well, mega love Spiky. Much love. Academic. Yeah, you got it. So this is the story engine. They are prompt cards for writing things. Very fun. Of which, actually, we've just finished writing up. So you know what? Because you're here, because you rated in, I will do one more. I will do one more. I hope you had a good stream. Just in case there are anyone here who does not know who I am. My name is Keita. I'm a deer. Sometimes I'm a kobold. Sometimes I'm a possum. But they play video games. I write. I write and I talk. That is what I do. And it is fantastic to see you. Of course, if you need to look after yourself, take some post-stream care, please do. You know, water, food, some time away as well. Like if you need to take a step away from the screens, that is more than alright. Please do. Also, I think I missed a message from somebody. 1 second. 430 ain't amazing. All stream, I've written 630. You see, Dust, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And I'm always pushing myself to unfair extremes. You know. I really recommend learning to touch type when you have time. I almost made myself disabled with carpal tunnel from typing like you for years. Touch type? What the heck is touch typing? Hold on, let me look this up. What's wrong with how I type? In touch typing, the hands rest on a designated set of keys, the home row, and each finger moves in a systematic way to reach the letters nearest to it. Over time, the series of movements required to type English words is automatized. Oh my god. Automatized. Jesus. I just had a stroke. Hi, Zerbal. Hello. Welcome on in. And typing becomes a fluent transfer of thoughts into language. What is the disadvantage? Reduced typing speed? Oh, well, no, never mind then. No, I will look into that. I'll consider that because that's interesting. I didn't realize that was a problem. I do stretch my wrists. You know, I look after my fingers, or I try to. I say that as I'm bending them out of proportion, but you know. It is very important to look after what you type with. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's do a quick one more quick one. So we have an outcast, a punk, a foreigner, or an alien. Start with outcast. Outcast is fun. Wants to rise to the challenge of, or wants to reveal the good in. I like the reveal the good in so far. Again, this deck is fantastic. It has so many fun things. Oh man, some of these are so good. Problem is, I do want to cherry pick a little bit. I'm gonna be nice to myself and cherry pick. Oh, that is actually what I was looking for. A curse. The box even states, the box does state that you may discard as many cards as you want until you find the one that you vibe with. And I like that. The only rule is that you have to write something. Oh, yes. I love your PNG. Kita super pretty. Aw. Spiky, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you. I love this this PNG. Have you seen the other one? The other one that I have? Because I do have this one as well. This is for when I'm not talking. This is for when I'm talking, not typing. But today we are typing. We do love this dear. Oh my gosh. You're all so sweet. You're all so sweet and kind. Such a handsome dear. I'm so normal about Kita, I promise. Sweetheart. I'm not normal about you. I need you to know that. Aha! These are basically being handed to me on a silver platter now. Hello? 5G Technician, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in to the den. I appreciate it. Okay. I'll stick with that. You know, I did say I wanted it to be simple, so there we go, nice and simple. My goodness, we are barreling towards that that goal of 900 followers. Crazy. That's cool. Alright, so there we go. We have our final prompt of this stream. Of which, actually, give me 1 second. I'm just going to pop you over here for 1 minute. I need to get into the habit of doing this when I want to do stuff on here. Okay. There we go. I'm going to... There, perfect. Gonna make it so that people cannot raid in at this point because I don't want them to... There we go. I don't want them to hop in and then it's like, oh, 5 minutes later, you know? So just in case. Finished up my juicing, had to throw out half the stuff, don't trust carrots. Now getting ready for the session I mentioned before. But I realized something. What is that? What have you realized? Do share with the class.
Is it twins?
Oh. 18 months. Also, 3 months in advance? Annie. Thank you so much. Is it twins? They could be twins. If you want our Twitch eggs to be twins, they could be. Thank you. Thank you so much. You sweet, sweet bean. I appreciate you. Oh no, Annie, where are you going with this fort? Imagine if every 9 months there's an extra baby. What, like a Hydra? Was it the Hydra, which every time you cut off a head, 2 more came? Twins, Basil, twins! 27 months is triplets? Oh god. No, we've got enough of a population problem as it is. We do not need more. Okay, so we have the final header. I don't see why 2 came every time you cut one off, but 2 did grow back. Maybe they're into some weird shit. I'm not going to judge. I mean, if my heads keep coming back, you know, growing back, coming back, whatever. If I knew I could get away with it, then, you know, I'm just saying. Some weird things are out there. Anyway, a hated outcast wants to reveal the good in a curse. Oh, but they will be hated. No, they will have... But they will have to break a societal rule. You'll already know what I'm about to write about. I would be shocked if you hadn't. If you didn't know. But there you go. There is the prompt. Feel free to write alongside. We have a spot in the Discord which you may share with if you wish, if you feel comfortable with. I would adore it if you shared. Yeah, cool. So this one, super easy because I have, where did I put them? Oh, where would I put them? They would be in the Greater Lore. Yes. No. Yes. Primals. My version of werewolves are known as primals. I don't like this term. I really want to fix this. I want to make this something more original. I have vampires and werewolves because of course I do. What fantasy story is not complete without a transformative curse, right? There we go. Oh, look at all of this. Oh. Fix. There we go. So there are 2 kinds of primals. True Primal Connection and oh god, where is it? Bestial Slavery, there we go. Basically, they either control it or they become slaves to it, which, you know, this is very standard. Very standard stuff. An unwilling drooling. Yeah. Okay. And I did have somewhere in my notes, which wouldn't be here, but somewhere I did have... Oh, did I write it up there? Hold on. You can't see what I'm looking at, but I have a corkboard of writing. This shit has been dominating my workspace. Where are you? Where are you? Ansys, there you are. Okay, cool. Ansys Barvo. I recently started testing how good my 3D printed dice from a while ago is. Oh. Do tell. Just throwing it while I watch the stream. Amazing. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I make notes on how each number and how often each number falls. That's cool. What's the most occurring number you've had so far? Or is it a genuine just random dice? I'm gonna guess that the most common number is a 6. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna be a 6. Here comes the nerd part. I made a program that calculates me the percentages based on results. For now, the most common is 2. It falls more than twice as often than 1. Interesting. Very interesting. Very cool. I always appreciate things like that. Things I don't quite understand myself, but I find fascinating. It's a 26% chance that if you roll the die, it will be 2. I know a mouse that's really going to enjoy that. I know a mouse that's really going to enjoy that. The rest of them had names, but I don't remember them. There's 26. Oh. Don't worry about it. Ooh, a 6. My goodness. I swear, if this is about to go down exactly, yeah, there it is. Oh, Dust, you are funny. Weapons a goose. I do like a transformation. I've heard furries are very normal about transformations, right? Very normal. I've never heard someone be not normal about it. See, here's the thing: is I am normal about it. I'm very normal about it. And if I say that with enough conviction, I might sound believable. However, my dearest partner has just outed me, so oops. But we were talking about this last night. Yes, very normal. Transformation's pretty cool. Love you very. If you say it with enough conviction, you will know you're not normal about being normal. Well, true. Very true. I'll do one last roll. What do y'all think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a 5. I think it'll be a 5. It's a 1? Damn it. My luck is abysmal with numbers. Hi, Baku. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. I'm just finishing up this last little prompt. How are you? Got done with my stream for the day. Lunar Silver Star. Oh, that's an RPG, right? I think I watched you play that last week, perhaps. I hope you had fun. Very nice, Baku. I remember you talking about that. Well, best of luck. I hope that works. How am I doing today? I'm not too bad. I'm a little tired. But in a good way. I feel like I've gotten quite a bit done today. I've made the 2 new redeems for the writing streams. The reading and the writing separately. Cleaning was done today. You know, I got some reading done, cleaning done. I'm pretty happy with how today went. And I think I'm also happy with how this one's wrapped up. Again, this is something that I've had planned, and this is why I love these prompts. Is it just unlocks memories that I've had for various scenarios. See? Almost 700 there as well. So, yeah. I enjoy these so much. But there we go. That, I think, is going to wrap this up. Yeah, let me grab these prompts. Let me grab these, put these back in where they belong. So, what did you all think of the prompts today? I hope you have enjoyed them as much as I did. I had a lot of fun with these. And again, really struggling to stop myself because every time that I do these, all I'm thinking about is getting the Alpha and Omega bundle. This one. I think about this a lot. This has been on my mind every day since I looked into it, which was 2 months ago. I believe I first looked into this 2 months ago. I am going to get... It's just a matter of time. I will get this. And if people... I mean, it would be worth it. If people... Especially if people are enjoying the streams, which I am. And it seems from the comments that everyone else is. So I could do a lot more streams with this stuff. With all of that. That is a bunch of expansions. All of these expansions, which will tie in with this. Oh, the difference that that's going to make. But yeah, the story engine. Would recommend it if you enjoy this sort of thing. I mean, oh. Very cool. But yeah, thank you everybody. You got very into that one prompt. I look forward to reading it if you finish it. For now, let me hop on over this way. And I'm going to close this tab so that I can stop teasing my brain on it. Oh, it's very tempting. It's very tempting. Hi, numbers. Hello. Let me just roll the credits real quick. So I want to have a big thank you to 5G Technician and JDC Rights for the follows. Pebbles and Annie with the resubs. The moderator team for looking after me. And the raids from Spiky and Breezer. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone's had fun today, because I sure have. This has been a lot of fun. I think this has been the most successful Kita stream so far. Which is very nice. And now I need to find somebody to raid. No, thank you, Rex. Thank you for being here. Alright. I see Layla is live with a surprise stream. I have not raided Layla for a long time. Let's fix that. Well, I will do that. I'm going to do that in just a moment. It's the annoying... It's the annoying thing that Mix-It-Up does, that it will not scroll. There we go, there's Layla. So we're gonna go say hi. We're gonna relax. They have just started, which is wonderful. But thank you everybody. And I will see you all next time. Thank you.